Hi friends, this is Vicki with Grandma Vicki Crafts, and today I have one of these little Easter bunnies that I got from the Dollar Tree and a little headband that I also picked up from the Dollar Tree. I've got 4 different rolls of tulle that I also picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to make her a little dress. So what I'm going to do first of all is cut the tags off of our little bunny. And this little tag on the side as well. So there we have. So now that the tags are off, what I did was I took my blow dryer and I just lifted her little arm and I just used the heat from my blow dryer to loosen the glue just a bit. It'll loosen up quite easily. It's not difficult at all. So now why I did that was because I'm going to put on the little headband here, and this is going to be her little dress. So what I wanted to do was get it up under her arms a little bit more. Like so. So now what I'm going to do, because it's too big at the back, I'm going to cut this off later. But what I'm going to do now is use the tulle, and I'm cutting the tulle in 12-inch pieces. And I'm using my rotary tool for that. So I'm cutting this into the 12-inch pieces. And I'm going to use different colors. So I'll cut 2 of each so that I can put one on either side. So, okay, so now this is the front of the headband. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in the front. There's holes all along here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, I'm folding my tulle, first of all, my 12-inch piece of tulle, I'm folding it in half, like so. Now I'm taking the top part and the front side of my headband. I'm finding the next hole next to the piece of tulle that I put in, and I'm going to go through the back like so. So now it's in my headband. I'm going to find my opening here, and I'm going to bring my 2 pieces through the hole. I'm going to bring it down, and then I'm going to gently pull it closed. So then it will look like this. So then I'm going to go to the opposite side, and I'm going to do the very same thing, just so that I've got my colors matching on my little dress. So I'm taking my 12-inch piece of tulle, this one's yellow, and I'm going to fold it in half. Like so. Then I'm going to go to the opposite side, finding my next hole on the very bottom, and I'm going to put that through to the back, pulling it through. Then I'm opening it up and I'm pulling my 2 pieces of tulle through there, and then I'm gently pulling it tight. So this is going to be the start of our dress. So I'm going to go along and I'm going to do the next color the very same way. Okay, so far I have got all 4 colors on here. I started with the pink, then the yellow, then the purple, and then the blue. So let's just try it on our bunny now and see how it's going to look so far. So there she is so far. So now we still have to go all the way around to the back. So I'm going to continue to do that. And I think I might have to fill in the middle too, right here underneath the flower. There is a little row of the netting right there. So I'm going to fill that in as well, right underneath the flower. So I did fill in the very front underneath the flower. So that's what it's looking like so far. I think this is really cute. So now I'm just going to continue going around, and I'll put the same colors, one there and one there, one there and one there, until I reach the point where I think she's got enough on for her dress, and then I'll cut the remainder off and we'll glue that down. So I'm just going to continue going around now with my tulle. Okay, so just to recap again, we're going along the bottom of this headband, and I'm going to the next hole, which is right there. I'm taking my 12-inch piece of tulle, I'm folding it in half, like so. And then I'm taking my little folded part and I'm going through that hole right there with my tulle. I'm pulling that part through the hole so it will look like this. And then I'm going to open up my hole and I'm going to bring my 2 pieces down through the opening, and I'm going to pull gently, and there we have our next color on our little headband. So then I'll go with my next color, which is purple, and I'll do the same thing, one purple here and one purple here. So here she is, and I've got her dress all figured out now. So now that I've come around to the back, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to have this much extra to cut off. So I'm going to take it off of her now, and I'm going to cut off where I've ended at the back, and then I'm going to glue it back together. So I'll go and do that now. So I have her little dress all fixed and glued back together there. And while I was doing that, I pulled her little arms off because I have this much left of the material, and I'm going to make her some little sleeves for her dress. So I'm just going to use half of it for the one, and I'm going to glue that back on there like that. And then I'm going to use the other half for the other arm. So I'm going to cut this in half now. And then I'm going to take it and hot glue, just stretch it around and hot glue it all the way around. And then I'm going to glue her little arm back in place like so, and I'll be back. So here she is, all dressed up, and her little sleeves turned out cute too on both sides, and I glued her little arms back down on. So now I've given her a little ring on her finger, and I had some of this diamond wrap, and so I cut it like so, and I'm going to give her a necklace with 2 little strips and a bracelet with 1 little strip. So that's where I cut the 1 little stone off, the little diamond off for her ring. So I'm going to hot glue this around her little wrist like that, and I'm going to hot glue the 2 strands around her little neck to give her a little necklace. So there she is, all dressed up. So now I was deciding, what am I going to do about a hat? Because I think our little bunny, because she's all dressed up, she needs some sort of an Easter hat. So what I did was I took a piece of cardboard, just a piece of cardboard, from anything, cereal box, whatever. And I took a glass, laid it down onto my piece of cardboard, and I drew a circle. Now, this is 3.5 inches across. So that's my outside circle is 3.5 inches. So then my inside circle, I use the bottom of a little juice glass, and that is 1.5 inches across the bottom. So what I did was I set the glass on the middle of the cardboard, and it is exactly 1 inch all the way around. To find the middle of where to set your glass is 1 inch all the way around the circle. So then I traced that on. So that's that. So then I took my scissors and I cut out my circle, and then I poked a hole in the middle of this circle, which I made a little mark to find the middle, and that was at the 3/4 inch mark. So then I poked a hole there with my scissors, and then what I did was I just cut up. I just put my scissors in and I cut up to that line. Around. Like so, from the middle to this line in several spots. And then I was able to push that up like so. And that is how I got this to look like this. Okay, so that's what that should look like now. So then I took a little golf ball. This is just one of those little soft golf balls, not the hard ones, from the Dollar Tree. And I cut it in half. There's a little line on the golf ball, and I just cut that in half until I have something like this. So then that is going to fit over top of that part of the cardboard. So then what I did was I took the half and I cut a slit all across the middle, still keeping it connected on the sides there. But I needed something to put, this is going to go on the bunny's head, like so. And I needed something, some way of getting his ears through, because I didn't want to cut his ears off. So I'm going to hot glue this onto my cardboard like that. Then I'm going to put it on the bunny, poke his ears through this hole. Then I'm going to cover it in some boa. And this is going to be our little bunny's hat. So I have the half of a golf ball now glued on, and I've glued it onto the printed side because this is the side that's going to be covered with my boa. I'm going to hot glue my boa all the way around on this. But first I'm going to put it on my bunny. So I'm going to put the bunny's ears through the opening that I have, and I'm going to carefully pull that down onto her head. And this will be her hat. And her ears, I didn't have to take off then and re-glue them back on. So now I'm going to go and hot glue my boa all around, covering up all the printed part of my little hat. And this is going to be her little hat. And then I have a couple of purple feathers that I thought I might add for a little decoration. And we'll see how she looks in a minute. So here she is with her hat on, and I think that turned out pretty cute. So I just had two little purple feathers there, so I hot glued those on, and I had some little paper flowers that I had gotten somewhere along the way, so I just took one and I just hot glued that onto the top of her hat. So there she is, and I think that turned out pretty cute just to finish her off. And now I had one of these little window sitters that go back and forth, bobble back and forth, and she had little pink glasses on. So I took those off of her, and I have wondered if I might just hot glue those on to her little face, just right there. And I think I might. And then I think that will be the finishing touch for her. So here she is, all finished and ready for Easter, and I think she's really cute. So if this is something you'd like to try, it was fun. So I hope you do. So please like, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and always remember to be kind. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye now.